Hey friends, come to think of this, the world has become so competitive and giving birth to people we describe as movers and shakers. See how they excel in their craft and contribute to the development of their community and their society. Their stories are fascinating and inspiring. Their examples are worth emulating. Their successes are great. Here comes a platform that tells those stories with the people behind them coming on board to do so. On Board with Ernest Kanjo is that journey which ferries you into the lives of Africa's illustrious sons and daughters, at home and in the diaspora. The one-on-one top-profile interview is every week on APEX1RADIO. On Board with Ernest Kanjo, be Kanjo's next passenger.
Hello there and welcome. This is On Board with Ernest Kanjo. When she released Make a Change last year, many are those who, without any second thought, fell in deep love with BSENJO's music. Many more found reason to believe in the musician's amazingly convincing singing talent. They were all right and in a very truthful position to do so. Either trained to become a wonderfully singing artist or born to be one, BSENJO is a manifestation of music that makes sense. Her voice, described by some observers as a great asset and even lyrical presentation, tells the story of how much music has evolved. That scores of young Africans are traveling to the music world these days and succeeding in doing so is true. However, that BSENJO is unique and would easily be distinguished is even truer. And that she deserves to be celebrated is the right thing to do. But also, finding out how this success story came about is important. So, how and when did BSENJO get into music? What has been her experience this far? Who has she worked with? What are the challenges she faces and how does she handle these problems? This and more are some of the questions the USA-based Cameroonian contemporary artist will be providing answers to as she boards this radio journey on APEX1RADIO. Welcome on board with Ernest Kanjo. This is APEX1RADIO. Don't go away.
Megwebe menda toli sol bene megwebe nasini no banor me yanga hinde yema you be there many mandu to go injok baba na munye kinyeno me libaro li ebli kwema isuni juri di no me Manu meme baba me munya kenyano me pera langa me manu isuri juri di norme unke teni yebe bisman ko mandile baba me munya kenyano me pera langa
This is on board with Ernest Kanjo, the very famous radio journey on APEX1RADIO. We are boarding the ride with the artist whom we've been talking about a while ago. Her name is BSENJO, who has traveled all the way from Cincinnati, and she's right here in the studio of APEX1 Radio. She is the current passenger on board this great radio ride. And without much ado, we're going to say welcome on board to our star of the day. BSENJO, welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Ernest Kanjo.
How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm all right, thanks. And how is Cincinnati?
Cincinnati is fine.
Okay. So is this your first visit to the city of Columbus?
Yeah, this is my first visit.
That's good. So how do you find the city so far?
Well, it's good. It has interesting people, that are fun to be with, and then cold too. Oh my God, it's too cold here.
Colder than Cincinnati?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Well, hopefully the cold season is fading out and spring is at the corner. Once again, you're welcome to this radio ride.
Thank you.
Her name is BSENJO. She is a contemporary Cameroonian musician based in the United States of America, and she's our current passenger on board this great radio ride. So just fasten your seatbelt. Then we are going to kick off with the journey proper.
Okay, I'm ready. Let's not have the one for we need to make a change. Come along, yeah. Let's unite for we need to make a change right now. Let's be strong and unite. We need to make a change. Our love for you, let's stand up. We need to make a change. I was alone, like the rainbow.
And so that is how lively and interesting this show is going to look like. This is on board with Ernest Kanjo. We are broadcasting from the city of Columbus. BSENJO is her name. She's live in the studio of APEX1 Radio, and she has accompanied Maxwell Adit, who is producing the show, and of course Ernest Kanjo, who is at the steering wheel on this great radio journey. So once again, BSENJO, you're welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Right, so let's begin by knowing who BSENJO is. It's true that a lot of our listeners have come across your music. Some even know you, but then there's scores of other Africans who haven't come across you yet. So for their sake, would probably like to know you better. So who is BSENJO?
BSENJO is a young Cameroonian artist from the northwest region of Cameroon.
Okay.
Precisely from the Bui division. From So.
Okay.
I'm 24 years old. I started my music journey when I was quite young, like age 13.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
We're going to come back to your music journey. Where were you born, and did you grow up in Scotland?
No, I grew up, I was born in Yaoundé.
Okay.
Yeah, and then my parents moved to, when I was little, they moved me to Kumba. I grew up in Kumba.
Okay.
With my grandmom. She just died of recent December when I went home. Yeah, so that's where I basically grew up, and then I came to Bamenda when I was 13. That's when I actually started music, and yeah, I lived with my uncles there. And then when I was moving to high school, I won the DV lottery when I was in lower seat.
Wow.
Yeah, so when I passed my advanced level, I just traveled immediately. So I basically didn't go to the university.
Okay. Yeah. So take us back to your K-Town days when you were growing up. Is there anything you can recall, or something which, whenever you think about Kumba back in the day, I mean, it comes to your mind?
Yeah. I was I was kind of scattered girl. I was so disorganized, and I was like I was a great dancer. That's one thing that I grew up with. I forgot to bring the picture of my baby picture when I was staging around. That's one thing that actually made me to know I had a talent. Like, I was always dancing and singing.
Okay.
So people used to call me Brenda Fassie. They made me to like, okay, if this girl can sing like this, like, they told me you have this talent. So I decided, okay, let me start staging and stuff like that. So I remember the first day I staged and performed at Fonichike. You know Fonichike, right?
The journalist.
Yeah. He had one dinner with New Year dinner with his family. So when they came back from Yaoundé, they had to make a celebration. So I was there and I staged. That's when people were like, oh my God, this is the future star. They started putting that in me, that idea, and I decided that, okay, I will have to, try something hard. That's one significant moment of my life that I said, okay, I had something, because everybody was just complimenting, hey, come here, what's your name? Like, they made me to know, like, they were appreciative, and it made me to, like, acknowledge that there was something in me.
Right.
Yeah.
What kind of dancing were you doing precisely?
Just dancing, all this
R&B,
rap,
hip
hop, and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay. That's beautiful. Okay, and did you belong to any choreography group, for instance?
Not then, but when I was already here in Bamenda, that I joined choirs and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. All right, let's look at your life in music. When did you get your first relationship with music?
Well, when I was, let's say, primary school, I was in primary school. By then, that I went to the choir, right? The school choir. So we're always singing. Like, I noticed something when I was singing in class. My friends would leave the other class. Like, they always separated in sections, like A, B, class 7A, class 7B, like that.
Right.
So when I was singing, I was in B class. Like, my friends from the other class heard me singing, and they came like, "Who is that girl singing?" I was new to them by then. My uncle he moved to Big Mancon Cathedral.
Right.
He was teaching primary 7, so he came and took me from Kumba. And then when we got here, everybody noticed my voice. When I was singing, everybody just watched, "Who is that girl?" Like, I'm like, before I noticed, everybody was clapping, and I was like, oh my God. I didn't know. They said, "Babe, you have a beautiful voice." I'm like, "Are you sure?" They say, "Yes, you do have a beautiful voice." Like, so when they know, that is when our headmistress noticed me. Like, she put me in charge of the choir, the choir in school, church choir.
Right.
Yeah, when we're performing at or singing in church and stuff like that, I was a leader and stuff like that. Yeah.
So, did you have any family member, for instance, who saw this talent in you and encouraged you in one way or the other to pursue these music dreams, which you must have had?
Yeah. I had one of my uncles. Uncle Emma, he was always like, he was always telling me, you have a beautiful voice. I want you to, never give up on your dreams singing. Just keep singing. One day it's going to take you somewhere.
Right.
Yeah.
And so, when did you get into professional music?
I just got into professional music like 2 years ago.
Okay. But before then, had you been writing songs?
Yeah, I've been writing songs. I've written so many songs that basically just left me right now. I don't even remember no more, because I started writing songs and because I wasn't ready for music, I just had to let them go. Like, sometimes I have the inspiration, but I don't jot it down.
So tell us, what motivated you at the time you decided to get into music full-time or as a professional?
Okay, like, this is something that is within. Like, it's a passion, something that you have within. I tried to resist, but I couldn't. That is why I got into music. I used to postpone. I said, let me finish my school, my education, then I can get into music. But at one point, when I saw my friends singing and, like, releasing songs, I just like, oh my God, what am I still even doing? Like, I love it. I love the idea of just being in front of the camera and just grabbing the moment and feeling every bit of it, So I said, it's time for me to use my voice. Because when I even sing in places, I used to do covers, and everybody would just be amazed, and they'll be like, oh my God, Carol, what are you doing with that voice? So many people encouraged me, and the fact that I saw people struggling, you have to start from somewhere.
Right.
So I decided that it's time I started from somewhere. Let me not just sit and wait for, when.
But before you left Cameroon, did you have in mind that you were going to get into professional music someday?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I had that in mind.
Right. And when you came to the United States and experienced the environment, were you convinced that it was going to be favorable, musically speaking?
Oh, yeah.
Nothing discouraged you?
No, nothing.
Yeah, actually, one of the experiences I had that really pushed me towards doing music is when I went to a competition. I actually auditioned for AGT, America's Got Talent. When I just got here, I was like, oh my gosh, I was watching all those auditions and shows. I was really like driven to go there and participate. So when I went there, I didn't really go on TV, on air. And so, but I got motivated. I said, well, this is not my town. I just came here. This is not my country. So I have to do something that my own people would appreciate, that would recognize, you see. So I said, okay, it's time for me to get up, coupled with the fact that people have been encouraging me to do something.
To think about going in for America Got Talent, let alone auditioning for it, is a very courageous move. Tell me, where did you muster that courage from?
Trust me, it wasn't like I just got up from one day. I was discouraged at first, like, those girls, they're white, I don't have accents, I'm not even sure the judges would hear what I'm saying or would even acknowledge me there. But, my friends that wanted me to, they say, Belinda, you have something special. You need to believe in yourself. Just go there. You try. One never knows. You never know where you meet your own, Just go there. Just give in what you've got and things will be fine.
And when you decided to go there, did it come to your mind at any point that you could make it?
Yeah, it did come to my mind, because when I thought of those that made it in other shows, other competitions, I was like, how are they even different from me? Just believe in yourself. One never knows. I've seen Nigerians, I've seen like kids from other countries win competitions that they didn't even, think that they would.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm not different. There was nothing that made, just for me to believe, because when you believe that something can happen, it will. But when you're already discouraged, you're already losing.
Tell me, few minutes before you got in front of the judges, what was the feeling? Did you at any point regret why you ever went there?
Trust me, I did. I did. Like, I heard voices.
Okay.
Oh my God. Their vocals were powerful. Like, then the fun is, I have accent. I'm from Africa. You get that point.
Right.
So you hear them, the Americans, they're just, they're just talking, just flowing fluently, and you're just there. And then when they start singing, you still get that accent in them. That, that flow. But me, I'm like, oh God. Then I would start singing within me like, I'm trying to figure out if my accent is really, if they can even get what I'm saying. You get the point. So I was like, okay, it's time to go home. I started discouraging myself. Then the friends who came to support me, I went there, one of my aunts and one of my friends, Caroline.
Right.
Yeah, so when I went there, when I was discouraged, they told me that if you can't have confidence in yourself, how do you expect us to have confidence in you? We've been standing here since morning. I auditioned around 8 p.m. When I got there at 8 a.m. I auditioned around 8 p.m. So you can imagine the population. So I was like, oh my God. They told me that, Benda, don't do this to us. We came here to support you. We came here to push you. So if you can't have confidence in yourself, then why are we here? That was when they built back my confidence. They told me, okay, you can do this. Just believe you can do this. Trust me, before I got in there, I was so nervous. But at one point, the judges told me, like, you know what, calm down. Calm down, calm. Take a deep breath. I'm like, okay. So yeah, you can start when you're ready.
BSENJO is her name, a Cameroonian artist based in the United States of America and an American Got Talent audition artist. Well, she's on APEX1RADIO today, and she's riding on board with Ernest Kanjo. This is APEX1RADIO, broadcasting from Columbus, Ohio, United States of America. Just catch our breath, then we'll be right back with you.
You are listening to On Board with Ernest Kanjo, a top-profile face-to-face interview that presents some of Africa's illustrious sons and daughters, making the continent proud. On Board with Ernest Kanjo, just on APEX1RADIO. Get on board and be Kanjo's next passenger.
The music in my head is a rhythm of love. You be the food of
I'm Ben Decker in that beautiful piece of music there titled Dolo, accompanying BSENJO and Ernest Kanjo on this great radio ride. On APEX1 Radio, you're listening to On Board with Ernest Kanjo. This is APEX1 Radio. The show is produced by Maxell Adjik and, of course, monitored by the entire APEX1 Radio team. Back to our main passenger on board. BSENJO, once again, you're welcome.
Thank you.
How many albums or singles do you have?
Two.
Singles.
One released and the one is yet to be released.
That is singles, right?
Yeah.
Okay, 2 singles. One is released and the other one is at the verge of being released.
Yeah.
Okay. When was your first single released?
August 29, 2016.
August 29,
On my
2016.
birthday.
That was last year.
Yeah,
on
that
your
was my
birthday.
birthday, yeah.
That was a very pleasant coincidence.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's beautiful. And we'll come back to that album, but time for me to find out about your songwriting experience. You told me a while ago that you've composed a lot of songs, right?
Yeah.
When you write songs, what themes do you exploit?
Like relationship,
Okay.
life, that's experiences of life, my experiences that, like, let's take for example my Make a Change.
Right.
That was about my life, my experiences, what I encountered as a child growing up, and then I write about marriage.
Yeah, go ahead.
I write about the natural environment stuff that
Okay.
happen around.
So what inspires you when you're writing? The things happening around you?
Yeah.
Okay. Right, that's interesting. And when an inspiration comes up, how do you handle it? Just describe how the process goes from when you conceive a song to when it is completed.
Oh my God, I can't wait to record it on the phone.
Okay.
Yeah, I can like there's this part of me, like when something, let's just say an event is coming up.
Okay.
What my choir usually do is that they call me, they just tell me a theme, they say, hey Ben, I want you to write a song on this. The moment I get that, I just sit like this and the inspiration starts flowing.
Okay.
I just like, okay, I get my phone. Blah, I record. If I think that is something that I'm going to forget, I just write it down. Even if I don't write it in the full sentence, I just, just encourage it in part, and then I'll remember later.
Right.
As long as it's in my phone, you see. So I don't really hesitate when inspiration starts flowing. I need to put it down on something.
Okay.
Either I record it or I write it down.
And I understand that thereafter, whatever thing you would have recorded is fixed, or something is added to it, or something is subtracted from it. But have you ever had an experience whereby what you present to your sound technician, for instance, is just, what he accepts and he's okay with it?
No, there's no way, because there are times that what you think is right, what you think is really nice listening to, my technician disagrees completely. He tells you, no, that is jazz. It doesn't even sound like you. Don't even just disgrace me here.
Right.
Yeah, so he needs to adjust it. It depends on the technician you're working with, the engineer, the producer. You get the point.
Right.
If you present it to somebody who really knows music, if you're dealing with somebody who is really knowledgeable about music and all those stuff, vocals, and they'll work on it, they'll adjust it for you, they'll tell you how to put it, so it can really flow. That will be good to listen to, so people can like it.
Right.
Yeah. So that's how it goes. Sometimes I really put down something, I record something, but at the end of the day, that is not exactly what is going to be in the music, because we've made changes, we've really,
Right.
straightened it.
Let us come back to Make a Change, which is your first released song. How long did it take you to put it together?
A year.
A year.
Yeah. The funny is, I had released that, let's not say release. I just started that. I recorded that song in Cameroon 3 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah. The point is, when I heard I won the DV lottery, I just went to the studio. I was working at CJ Production in Bamenda.
Bamenda, right.
Yeah. So I had a friend there, Akuchu Edgar. He was a DJ. So when I went to him, I told him, he was my very good friend. I told him that actually, I said, AK, sorry, I'm calling him Achiri now. I told him, AK, hey, I won the DV lottery. He was so happy for me. Like, I've always told him my dream, what I wanted to do.
Right.
Because I always told him, like, oh my God, why can I not have an opportunity to leave this country and pursue my music career? You get the point. So he was so happy that finally my dreams are coming true. So he told me that, okay, Belinda, you're not leaving the studio without recording something. I usually go there and do backup.
Right.
Yeah, I do backup for artists, let's say an artist come to record and then you want to do your chorus, they call me to do chorus and they pay me, you get the point. So that's when I went to him, I told him that I won the DV lottery, and he said, oh my God. So he said, Bena, you need to record something. So by then I had that instrumental with me. A friend of mine did it, so he said I should record something with him too. So when I took it, that was a freestyle I did. Trust me, I got into the studio with all that emotion in me, everything that was happening to me. It was like, it's time to make a change. You get the point? That is how that inspiration came about. I got into the studio. I just started singing. He played the instrumental. It just started flowing, and I was just recording. And then I said, we need to figure out the chorus. We need to make a change. Right. That is how the chorus, we need to make a change. It just got like, oh my God. It flowed. And when I came here in the States, I just put it on YouTube. So at one point, people were listening to it and they liked it. They said, Belinda, is that your song? Is that your voice? I can't believe this. So I was like, okay, now I need to readjust. I need to make adjustments to the song. So when I worked on the song, I went with it to the studio. We added instrumentals on it. It became like heavier and it was really good.
Right.
Yeah, I had to pay a DJ in Cameroon to work on the song again, on the beats, the instrument. So he did the instrumentals and Slim Beats, I don't know if you know him, one of the popular producers in Cameroon. Yeah. So he worked on it and sent it to me, and then that was when I released it.
Right. The release of this song was quite explosive. I quite remember the reaction was really massive and positive. Did you expect this kind of reaction?
Trust me, I did not. I was so surprised, like I was overwhelmed, and the fact that people were like really happy. They were not even saying something like it's a Cameroonian. They were like, where is this girl? Is she a Cameroon? I remember sending it to some few artists in Cameroon to listen to it. Were you born in Cameroon? They were asking me like, I said, yeah. And then he said, this is wonderful. Like, they were mostly overwhelmed. They were like, my voice is unique. Right. They've never heard something like this and stuff. I said, no, there are others singing like this. And no, this voice. Then the lyrics of the song too, since it was based on my true life story, so everybody was like, wow, what a lyric. You know, they were so pleased.
So what is the message you're trying to send across, Make a Change?
Well, the message I'm trying to send across is like, people should never try to bring you down because they don't know tomorrow. Nobody should try to make you feel like you're less of a person because nobody can determine your future. Only God knows our future.
Right.
So you can make a change for yourself. You can stand on your feet and fight for what you believe in. You can work hard. The fact that I'm from a poor background doesn't make me a poor person for life. I can change my destiny. I can change from living a poor life to being depending on how I build my foundation. How I lay my foundation, I can go to school and I can be a better person. So nobody should try to make you feel like you can't do nothing. Because people try to discourage me. People try to bring me down. They made me feel like I was so trash. But hey, God changed it. He said, no, my daughter, I'm going to leave you. That's how I evolved from who I was before to whom I am now. You understand? So that is why I'm just, this inspiration had to come up.
Coming from a poor background doesn't determine where I am going to end. That has no toll on who I'm going to become. The words of BSENJO, Cameroonian contemporary artist based in the United States of America, the author of Make a Change, that beautiful single that got everybody spellbound. You're listening to On Board with Ernest Kanjo, the artist, is our current passenger. BSENJO, I would like you again to get into this song, and it's a privilege that we're having you live in the studio, and a lot of people really love to listen to that voice in its raw form. So go ahead.
Millions on high, tell me, come and be the one I call my own. I hope to make it, I hope to do better. Take me, hold me, never leave my side, my king, my God. You and I will be together forever as I live. I wanna spend all my lifetime resting, believing you. Oh, believe in you forever. Yeah. Come along, let's unite, number one. We need to make a change. Come along, yeah. Let's unite, we need to make a change. Yeah. Let's unite, we need to make a change. Come along, yeah. Let's unite, we need to make a change.
Tell me, is this a kind of song which you can always be caught singing, you know, just like you're doing, even though you are the author of the song?
Yeah. You know, I enjoy it more. Like sometimes I play it at night when I'm sleeping. Like I just want to. It just sounds so great. I don't know if some other person feels their own song like that, but I feel mine.
Is there anything in this song you think that didn't go well, which if you were to go back to the studio and correct, you would do?
Basically,
were you satisfied with it?
Yeah, I was satisfied 100%. But you know, not everybody is gonna be satisfied with it. But I feel like I really poured out what I had.
Okay.
Remember, from the beginning, it was just a freestyle. But at the end of the day, when I wanted to release a song, I had to make some changes.
Right.
Like to, you know, add one or two things to really make out the story, to really bring it out. Yeah.
This song came out a few months after its video was done. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay. And tell us about the video. Where was it shot?
We shot the video in Dayton.
Okay.
Shot by Achiri Mox. Yeah. And then part of it, the Cameroonian scene where the little girl, like, you see the part where the uncle was maltreating the little girl, right?
Right.
That part was shot in Cameroon by Dr. Ken Stephens.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did you get in touch with Ken Stephen, and what was your working collaboration with him?
Well, it's really, really a sad story how I got, because the thing is, I started like this.
Because we're talking about one of the best music video directors the country has.
Well, yeah, sure. Yeah. I started by, I said I wanted the director in Cameroon to shoot the Cameroon scene.
Okay.
So Achiri, my terrain, he had a friend called Bless, whatever his other name is, I don't remember. He said, I want to give the money to my friend to shoot the video. I was just so confident he would do a good job. So I gave the money to this guy. He went, I don't know if he used, but I don't know, I can't explain. But the video was not clear at all. It was just like a phone was used to shoot my video in Cameroon. Can you imagine? I was so disappointed. So when I called Dr. Ken, I told him to edit the video. When he discovered that was what was up, he said, your video is a mess and I'm not going to work on such a video. If you can't shoot a clear video, he means the one in Cameroon. If you can't shoot a clear video, I'm not going to edit it because my name will be out there. Who edited the video? Dr. Ken. And I don't want to mess up what I start, like what, I don't know. You understand? So I told him that, you know what, I don't like mess. I don't like to make a mess somewhere, especially when the video that was shot here was very clear. So I told him that, okay, please, can you shoot another one? Trust me, I was supposed to release that video on Saturday. Ken shot that video on Thursday. That was just 4 days before the release. So when is he going to have time to edit it? So it was just, that was the one point in my life that I was going to die.
You were actually bound to release it on the day you wanted to.
Yeah.
Okay.
So imagine the video had a mess.
You could not postpone it.
I could not, because
okay.
like I wanted it on my birthday. You get the point. So that's when I begged him. I said, please. He said I shouldn't bother. He's gonna reshuffle like his crew.
Okay.
He'll look for some people, and Ken did that on that Thursday. Friday, he slept on that video. He edited the video, edited it. Saturday, he sent the video to me. That is how I got out of that mess.
And when you sat back and watched it on the screen, what was your reaction?
I was so happy. I was so overwhelmed. Like, I saw the girl. The girl actually looked like me in that video. And then Ken edited the video so professionally. It was so nice, like clear, really, really mature.
Right. And what was the reaction of other people? What did people tell you after watching that video?
They were so like, they told me that was a great video. And plus, that was just my first video. I'd never shot a video before.
Okay.
So they told me, yeah, this is good. It's really clear. It's really, like, it has quality, you see. So they were like, oh my God, you did a good job. And the fact that the idea of shooting part of it in Cameroon and part of it here, it made a lot of sense. Like, the story was so coherent, like, from the beginning, how I started as a child, the circumstances that I encountered growing up, and where I am today, you see. It was a perfect transition from that, you know.
This is On Board with Ernest Kanjo. We are riding with BSENJO. She's our current passenger. And the artist is coming all the way from Cincinnati, Ohio. Just right ahead, we shall be talking about her collaboration and her upcoming single. But then, let's have Nelly Love accompany us on this journey with Seré.
Musique Génération 90. Maman Brigitte Chantal. Ensemble, c'est la piste des danses. Serré, serré. Parler de quelque chose. Bébé, je veux te parler de quelque chose. Mon chéri, je veux te parler de quelque chose. Mon chéri, je veux te parler de quelque chose. Ton cas, c'est pas avec les mots, je vais te parler. Te parler. Les enfants dans mon bébé, oh, je veux te faire des choses. J'ai pas mis le pas, mais je suis la mère. Je vais te sentir au fond là-bas. Tous les jours tu montes, tu descends. Tous les jours tu tournes, tu regardes. Tous les jours tu montes, tu descends. Tous les jours tu tournes, tu regardes. Tous les jours tu rêves, t'imagines. Tous les jours tu tournes, tu regardes. Tous les jours tourner, yeah.
Seré, beautiful piece of music there by Nelly Love, accompanying us on this great radio ride you're listening to On Board with Ernest Kanjo, reaching you from APEX1RADIO. Our current passenger is BSENJO, contemporary Cameroonian artist based in the United States of America. Let us talk about your upcoming single, Bone Man, and I understand it's a collaboration with Mimi. But first, how did you come across Mimi, and how did the arrangement for you and her to do Bone Man come about?
Well, I used to follow, I've always been following her on Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah, I used to like the way she sings. You know, she has a very pretty voice. So I identify myself with her because we both love music, you know, and she has a very, very amazing voice. So when her release of Dance For You just came out, like when her music dropped, I was so impressed. I was like, oh my God, I've never seen this. Her charisma on stage, her everything, her moves, her voice, her dancing styles, everything got me like, wow. So I was like, I went up to her, I wrote to her, I said, oh my God, Mimi, you are amazing. Please, can we do a collabo? Because I would not let this opportunity pass me by. I said, can we do a collabo? And she said, yeah, sure, why not? At first, I thought she was joking. But, you know, I just like, okay. So when I did my, I asked her who did her beats, her instrumental. She said, Phil Beat.
Okay.
So I said, okay, no problem. Can you give me Phil Beat's number so I can contact him to do my own instrumental? Because I love the instrument. So he said, okay. She said, okay. And then she gave me the number, and I contacted Phil Beat. And I told him, oh, please, I would love to do a song with you. Can you do an instrumental for me? He said yes, and then he did it. And then I contacted Mimi. I said, Mimi, I did an instrumental. Would you love us to do a collabo with this? She said, okay, yeah, sure. But right now I'm kind of busy because she was busy promoting her song. She just released it. So at that point, too, I was working on my own song with the instrumental Phil Beat produced.
Right.
So I was like, okay, going to the studio recording. So the day she was done, she was relieved now. She came and told me, oh, where is that song? Let me listen to your own part so I know what I can do. So I sent it to her, and she listened to it. And then she told me I'm working on my verse. So it was like a few weeks. She sent her own part of the song.
Okay.
And then it was like blending so well. I was like, wow, Mimi, just a few weeks from then, like, since I gave you, like, it's just perfect. She said, okay. So we agreed, and that is how she and I did the collabo. So I told her I'm coming to Cameroon in December, and we're going to do a video together. She said, okay, that's fine. So when I went to Cameroon, I called her, and she was so available to do a video with me. So that is how the collabo spirit came about.
And tell us about the idea of the song Bone Man. Whose idea was it?
It's mine.
Okay, and what is the song talking about?
It's love and relationship. Yeah, you being in love with a guy. No, a guy being in love with you, but you don't see any possibility of being together with that guy because you've grown in a way that you don't care about whether a guy is serious or not. You're just rough, this kind of street girl, like kind of ghetto girls who grew up in the quads. Get the point? Yeah, so they're like, okay, you don't take the person seriously until the person really shows you that they're crazy about you that much to do anything for you. That's when you become,
Right.
crazy too.
So at what stage is the song? I understand it's not been released yet. So
Yeah.
where are we now with the song?
Well, I did not want to release the audio. I just wanted to do everything together.
Okay.
So the video and the audio on the same day.
All right. And is the video filmed yet?
Yeah, it is. I have everything ready just to release
Okay,
it.
right. That's interesting. And have you gone through the work and you're satisfied that
Yeah,
what you're going to put out in the public
it's
is
Dr.
good?
Ken. Anything that Dr. Ken touches is just perfect.
I like that.
Yeah, he's doctor. That's why they call him doctor, because he knows
Right.
the cure.
So the song is produced by Phil
Beats.
Beats, and the video is directed by Dr. Ken.
Yep.
Okay, and do you have any plan on when it is going to be released?
Yeah, 1st of April. April 4th.
1st of April this year.
Yeah.
That should be in just a couple of days.
Yeah.
Okay, that's beautiful. And Bone Man is the title. Okay, let us listen to Bone Man and discover what you have in this song.
Take that mask, I want to see your true face, boy. I done the time for the look that mask for your face, that distraction. You promised me all and everything, when you know I pay for. But baby, no get you your time, I just holler to say I'm the blind, I could save you. Me no one know what you do when them hit you now. For all I can to be with you forevermore. Carry me, go. I just wanna love you like I never loved before. More and more, I love how to feel for you, baby. Yeah, you be the bun man where they broke out a bun for my skin. You be the bun man where they crash out a switch for my sister. You be the bun man where they make me the feel like a woman. You be the one where they make me losing my temper, the feeling my anger and the fear.
This is APEX1RADIO. This is On Board with Ernest Kanjo. We are riding with BSENJO. She is a contemporary Cameroonian artist based in the United States of America.
That presents some of Africa's illustrious sons and daughters, making the continent proud. On Board with Ernest Kanjo, just on APEX1RADIO. Get on board and be Kanjo's next passenger.
I've
been looking around and seeing her. When she ain't around, I ain't feeling good. Mon là je te jure, fait je pète un câble. Sans aucun doute, c'est la goutte de ma larme.
On board with Ernest Kanjo, we are riding with BSENJO. We are more than halfway gone into this radio journey. Welcome back on board, BSENJO.
Thank you.
Now, tell me, have you had some public performances with Make a Change yet?
Yeah,
Okay.
I have. I presented at the launching of Nels Deco
Okay,
as a guest artist alongside Young Flo, a Cameroonian artist too.
right.
Yeah, I equally presented at a cultural show, Cameroonian cultural show in Cincinnati.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically those are my two performances.
And what was the reaction from your audience?
Well, they were thrilled and they were so happy,
That's beautiful.
They were like, oh wow, this is a Cameroonian doing this. This is great.
Tell me, in what languages do you sing? Is it just English?
Yeah, for now.
Okay, and are you envisaging singing in Lamso, for
of
instance?
course. Yeah, I actually composed one song at one time in Lamso, but I wasn't so confident in my Lamso.
I'm saying that because a lot of musicians are doing really, really great, and I see them making great use of lamps. So I'm thinking of Richard King's Lily Maker. I'm thinking of Chile. I'm thinking of Tira Jai. Do you hope to have a collaboration or collabo, as you call it, with one of these artists from your own part of Cameroon?
Yeah, Richard King's. I'm looking forward to that.
Okay. Have you had any contacts with him yet?
No, we talk.
Okay.
Richard King, actually, there was a time he came to Cameroon. He was in Cameroon.
Okay.
That was when I was in primary 7 because he's friend to my cousin.
Right.
So when he came, he slept at home, and then I was singing outside. I was doing laundry. I remember very well. And then he got up. He was like, I was singing Angel stuff like that. Was the song again. He heard me. By then I was 13. Heard me, and then he came outside. He said, "Were you the one singing?" I said, "Yes." He looked at my size, 13-year-old singing like that. He was like, "Wow, your voice is amazing. Don't stop singing." And then I was surprised. I said, "Is this Richard King? Is this Richard King, famous Richard King I've been hearing about? He sleeps in my home."
Since you released Make Your Change, has he made any
Oh,
reaction?
yeah,
Okay.
he has.
What did he tell you?
He said that was great. Because I sent it to him, like, you should listen to it. He said, "Wow, it's lovely." Yeah.
That's interesting. Okay, and tell me, what are the challenges you face as a young musician?
Discouraging, trust me. So many friends will insult my music. They say this one. They just feel like I want music in a way like to show off or to do some tough thing. They don't believe that it's actually what I love. And they try to bring me down. They make me feel like I don't know nothing. I don't know what I'm doing. So they refuse to share my sound. In fact, they just insult me. And then I also have discouragement from family members. They feel like I'm wasting money to be doing music and stuff like that. There was one point that I had a very bad experience when if I had taken that occasion seriously, I would have long stopped music, because one of my family relatives told me that I'm singing rubbish. I'm singing rubbish at this wedding. That's a day I would never forget in my life. I attended my own cousin's wedding, and then I went and sung a special number. I came back. For me to eat in a breakable dish, you tell me that you go and sing rubbish. I want to eat in a breakable dish. Tender food in that disposable plate that somebody has eaten from. I'm like, what? Then there, he seized the plate from my hand and turned the food in a disposable plate that someone had already eaten inside. Like, seriously, that's how they minimized me. Like, you're nothing. What you're singing doesn't even make sense. Whereas I went and sang and people cheered up for me. They even faroted me. When I told farote, you know what I mean, right? Like, they came and gave me money, like, encouraged me.
Do some of these challenges become topics for your songs?
Yeah, trust me, they are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. And so...
because the truth is, I won't lie to you, my family didn't like my video. I guess you watched the video, you understood what was happening in that video. They didn't like my video.
All right, let us look at the music industry in Cameroon today. How do you look at it? What appraisal would you make of the music industry in Cameroon today?
Well, I'm really impressed. It's actually growing. I like the collaborative nature of the music industry right now in Cameroon.
Okay.
You know, artists are doing collaborative, like they're helping the young to grow. You know, Daphne doing collabo with Ambe. This person doing, like, they really collaborative. You know, they want to learn from each other. The producers and the producers are working together. You know, and then the directors too, they are working together. If this person doesn't know this thing or this, that is how we grow when we cooperate with each other. That's, yeah.
If you're asked to select 4 or 5 Cameroonian artists whom you would bet for anytime, any day, who will they be?
One, Daphne.
Okay.
All day, every day. And then local, Mr. Leo.
Okay.
Salatiel. And the one last one that I know that I'm gonna... Charlotte Panda. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, Mimi too. Mr. 5.
That's beautiful. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Mimi is an artist you admire quite much. Reason why both of you did the collabo, and off mic you indicated that you love which song is that?
Dance for You.
Dance for You. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's listen to Dance for You by Mimi. Then when we come back, we'll definitely be taking the last stretch of this radio journey. This is On Board with Ernest Kanjo on APEX1 Radio.
Yeah.
It's Phil Bill.
Well, it's original. Yeah, give me on the track.
I make one step, I make two steps, got me bounce right now. Take your umbrella, call me Bella. It's gonna rain now. You don't see nobody else, just feel my body around you. Let me climb on you, lay on you, rock. Baby, 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 be ready for this one. Yeah. Honey, 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 hold me tight, I'm coming for you. Let me dance with you, dance for you. Make I show you something. No need for fronting. Dance for you. Hold you down to the early morning. Sky you bring you want no more.
That is how lively On Board with Ernest Kanjo is today. We are currently having BSENJO on this great radio journey. The Cameroonian-born contemporary artist is in the headlines. Ein Born Man, her upcoming single will be yours in just a couple of days. This is On Board with Ernest Kanjo. This is APEX1 Radio. The show is produced by Maxel and of course the pilot is Ernest Kanjo. Our main passenger, like I said, is BSENJO.
No need for fronting. I could hold you down to the early morning. That you bring to you want no more. Come on, baby, let me dance for you. Baby, I can do so much dance. Baby, I can do so much dance. I can do some big dance. Been dance.
The way you move, the way you back it up, got me up. The way you whine, the way you move, the way you back it up, got me up.
Dance for you, dance for you. Yeah. Make I show you something. No need for fronting. Dance for you, dance for you. I will hold you down to the early morning. That you bring till you want no more. Come on, let me dance for you. Dance for you, dance for you. Make I show you something. No need for fronting. I will hold you down to the early morning. That you bring till you want no more. Come on, let me dance for you. 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 Let me dance for you.
When I dance on this original dance and music coming out, and lady make me put the dance on once again for the sexy woman and all you know what them. When I say me I say dance and for the place.
You are listening to On Board with Ernest Kanjo, a top-profile face-to-face interview that presents some of Africa's illustrious sons and daughters, making the continent proud. On Board with Ernest Kanjo, just on APEX1 Radio. Get on board and be Kanjo's next passenger.
Take that mask, I want to see your true face, boy. I done the top, but I look that mask for your face, not distraction. You promised me all and everything, but you know I pay for. But baby, no get you your time, not just how I be saying. The blind, I could save you. Save you. No, wait till you do when it hit you now. For all I care, not to be with you forevermore. Carry me, go, I just wanna love you like I never loved before. More and more, the love I feel for you, baby. Yeah, you be the bun man where they broke all the bun for my skin. Yeah, you be the bun man where they flash all the flash for my sister. Yeah, you be the bun man where they make me feel like a woman. You be the one where they make me they losing my temper, the feeling my anger, the beat, yeah.
You appeared like a prince from Disney into my life. We be the real Barbie.
Creepy, I'm not gonna lie. Tripping, but you my man. They're killing me, Sherry. Because you show me bread and honey, baby. Baby, yeah. You be the bun man where the broke all the bun for my skin. You be the bun man where the crush all the flesh from my system. You be the bun man where they make me to feel like a woman. You be the one where they make me to losing my temper, the feeling my anger and the beat, yeah. Never let you fall, because I know and I see all you were to me.
This beautiful piece of music goes public officially from the 1st of April 2017. And so, are you confirming that, BSENJO?
Yeah, on the 1st of April.
Okay, that's beautiful. So, the world is awaiting Bone Man, a beautiful piece of music there featuring Mimi. That is BSENJO featuring Mimi. What genre is this? Is it R&B? Is it
dance hall?
Dance hall.
Yeah.
Is that a genre of music you do?
I do mix.
You do mix.
R&B, hip hop, dance hall.
Okay. Oh, does it mean that you do everything?
Not really, not everything.
Okay.
Yeah, not everything. It's just when I just try stuff. Remember, I'm a new artist and I'm still heading to the top. So
Right.
I'm testing all the genres, which one perfects, which one is better,
Right.
and then I stick to it.
Would you love to do another collaboration with Mimi?
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, because she too was like, oh my gosh, I would definitely love to collaborate with you again.
Beautiful.
You know?
Right. And you would definitely love to do same with other artists.
Yeah. Oh
Okay.
yeah. I have a list of them. Like I'm like I know I'm gonna do one with Daphne, Loco, and all those people. Like
Beautiful. So, are you currently working on a project?
yeah, I am. Just I haven't been to the studio lately because I've been through a lot with school. Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So, should we say by next year or the end of this year, another?
Oh yeah,
new
I'm
piece will be
planning to
coming out?
shoot a new video
Okay.
in August on my birthday. Hopefully, I should release another one in September.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And so we have negotiated the very last bend of this radio journey on board with Ernest Kanjo. In just a couple of miles to get to our destination. So we've talked about music. We'll find time again and do this journey and talk more as time unfolds. But then, let us look at BSENJO a little bit away from music. When you are not in the studio, when you are not doing music, what else are you doing? What are your hobbies?
Well, actually, my hobbies are dancing,
Okay.
singing, cooking.
Right.
I love to cook a lot.
She loves to cook a lot. Do you do kati kati? Is it
Oh,
ukwam
yeah.
or kwakuko? Which
Pepper
one's
soup.
your favorite?
Hot pepper soup.
She likes hot pepper soup just like the producer of this show, Marcel Adzik, who can bet for pepper soup.
Pepper soup,
At
goat
any
meat
time.
is my favorite.
Wow, that's interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Great. And so, do you have people you consider as your role models?
Oh, yeah, I do. Like, you mean Western and home generally? Yeah, I
Generally.
love Whitney Houston.
Okay.
I love Mariah Carey. Yeah, that I look up to. And back home, I look at Charlotte Panda.
Right.
And I look at Daphne. Yeah, those people, they really inspire me a lot. Yeah, so you know what? I want to be like them
Okay.
when I grow up.
Such a beautiful voice, captivating voice, soul-searching one. And when you sing, a lot of people get really touched. And I'm quite convinced that this has been the reaction. There is definitely some little girl out there who listens to your music all the time and who has even listened to this radio talk and is inspired by all of what you've said and has started nursing the dreams of having the same achievements, what advice would you give her?
Well, I would tell you, little girl out there listening to me right now, never give up on your dreams, no matter what. You know, your friends, some of your family will try to bring you down. They'll tell you, hey, there ain't no hope for you because we don't have money to sponsor you for this. No, God has plans for you. Somebody will just come out from somewhere, hey, I want to sponsor you. So never give up. Never give up. Take that from me today. Have faith. Believe that things will change out of the blue. Okay, make a change for yourself. Fight for yourself. If you're waiting for people to come do it for you, hell no. Nobody will. So you have to believe in your own dream. Be who you want to be.
If you're waiting for people to come and change things for you, it won't work like that. Have a strong conviction and believe in whatever thing you are doing. Advice from BSENJO, contemporary Cameroonian artist, and she's making it big. And so, in just a couple of days, Bone Bone Man, her latest single featuring Mimi, will be yours. That is definitely going to be a spring gift there for those of you who live in the United States of America. And so, I want to thank you so much, BSENJO. Is there anything which you think we haven't said which we should have, or something you think that we said which we shouldn't have said?
Oh no, it was a perfect interview, and I believe we've touched every part that we're supposed to. Yeah, everything is okay, and I'm really happy to be here. And I want to thank you, Mr. Kanjo, Ernest, for giving me this opportunity to be here to talk about myself and my career to the world, you know. So I'm really grateful, and I hope to be here soon someday again.
Definitely.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to that, to tell you more.
Just before you go away, if there are people out there who may want to work with you, how can they get in touch with the artist?
Oh yeah, you can get me on through social media, Facebook, Instagram, BSENJO Official. That is my artist name, so you can just go on Facebook, BSENJO Official, you'll find me. And you can equally get my number through Mr. Kanjo Ernest.
Definitely.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so if you want to get in touch with the artist, contact APEX1RADIO, who will put you in touch with BSENJO. Thank you so much, artists, and want to congratulate you on the great job you're doing and wish you all the best.
Thank you.
But then, just before we get to our final destination, we need a raw version of that voice again. So, let's ride on. A cappella.
Oh yeah. Every time I wake up in the morning, I see the clouds so gray. When I look outside out through my window, I know it's gonna be fine. How along my life was as green as the crops in the morning for you. And me less than we need to make a change.
We need to make a change. Thank you so much. She is such a wonderful singer. She is a great one, of course. Thank you once again, BSENJO, for making it on this radio journey. Wish you all the best, and may God bless your efforts.
Thank you. Thanks. Bye, everyone. Thanks for listening. Next time. Bye-bye.
We need to make a change. Come on, let's unite number one. For we need to make a change. Come along, yeah. Let's unite. For we need to make a change.
And that beautiful piece of music there, Let's Make a Change by BSENJO, has brought us to our final destination, and want to thank you so much for accompanying us on this radio ride that was produced by Maxel Ati, and of course monitored by the entire APEX1 radio team. Thank you once again, and may God bless you.
Come on, let's unite, for we need to make a change. Let's unite, oh, we need to make a change. Nobody ever told me I look like the rainbows, oh, in the sky. No, it's high. Tell me, come at me, don't wanna come My brother no be like. Look inside the mirror, you know, go see what in my eyes to see. So give a hand to a fellow man, that's so it's supposed to be. Cause it's all about the love we share. So make we know the fear no gunshot. We know the fear no gunshot. But everybody wanna take control, and I don't like the way things to go. No, 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 no. Turn it up, everybody. No delay, break it down. Turn it up, everybody. Oh, we no go fear no gunshot, 'cause I don't wanna hear no woman cry. We no go fear no gunshot. We no wanna hear nobody cry. We no go fear no gunshot. Hey, this is our area, this is your area. We no go fear no gunshots, no gunshots. Yeah, no gunshots, no gunshots, no gunshots, no gunshots, no gunshots. Them put you sitting on the throne. Useless if you ain't got control. That is why you gotta treat me like I say I be your brother. That's the reason why we gotta see one another. 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 Why we